What up, cappers, gamblers, punters, hustlers, low baggers? Monday afternoon. Welcome to Betting with the Bag. We got off to a nice start on the morning show. Locked in a bunch of bets. My only problem was not locking in the Angels bet as an action bet. There's been a pitching change, new opener for the Jays. There's also been a pitching change in Seattle. I didn't make a bet on that, but we've got all that covered. We have a big MLB schedule, and I'm excited about getting to work. I came in here pretty pumped up. And this morning show was extremely enjoyable, and we're on the roll. And Matt Randall came back after a little break, and having Matt Randall back with a taint play of the day, and the market's moved against the taint play of the day, but that's never scared Matt Randall. Shout out to all the cappers in the chat joining us on this Monday afternoon. We got Vinny Cornell, Lance LaRose celebrating the Raptors' victory today. Big parade. Sadly, gunplay. That's why we can't have anything nice. But, you know, that's just a big city thing, you know? I mean, that's just going to happen in big cities. So, whatever, you know? It sucks, but it's just something that exists. Shout out to Stephen Dolery. We got Top Sets at Showtime with the Bag, Money Hour. We got Deer Slayer Ski. We got Neo Money, Ron Lofton in the house. We got Brandon Lugo. We got Headshot ready to go. Jason Turgi. There's Kobe Valentine says Raptors Parade. Parade was amazing. I've never been in one. Never been in a parade celebrating my team. It must have been absolutely incredible and a dream come true. I'm glad you were there, Kobe, celebrating. Doug Anderson says, ready for a big day. Alex Ramirez ready with his Spidey play day. We got James Drake. We got Ron Lofton. Thank you, Ron, my friend. Greatest ever in the house. Eric Jones says, what up, y'all? Let's bang the books. James Drake ready to go. Gerald Martinez, Sean Glass, Russell Gordy, yo. Gerald Martinez, anyone liking the over in the Twins game? Both teams hitting Purcell bad on the road. Twins bullpen shaky. Well, clearly the market does, but to go against a taint play of the day is a dangerous proposition. There's Ski Profit ready to get to work. And Alex Ramirez, Spidey play of the day, 36 and 20. The play day, Atlanta money line and Dodgers running line, dropping two of them for us. We got Ron Ruiz ready to go. And Kobe says, my life is completed after that parade. Yeah, I would say if the Vancouver Canucks ever win a cup, and I could say I could feel something similar to experience that. But I wish I could have been up there in Toronto with all you guys. So many of my friends up there celebrating that. And I wish I could have been there. But can't always get what you want. Sometimes you got to come in early and grind, which is what I'm happy to do with you guys. And I love being here. So it's not like I'm in a shitty spot. I love being with you guys. Hit the Betting with the Bag cut. Let's get to work right now. Let's get to work. Nice to have Kobe in the chat. Hasn't been here in a little bit. So let's start breaking down these games. Phillies Nationals was the first game that we dropped. Dylan Freeman said, let's rock Jimmy Ski in the squad. Let's go to work. Here we go. We got a parlay from Kobe. Atlanta, Oakland Dodgers at plus 246, putting 2 units on that. Going to copy and paste his parlay. Why don't we start? So we got all the information here. Okay, we got the roster, we got the lineups, today's lineups, we got the market moves, and we got the pitcher versus batter stats. We got everything that we're going to need. I'm just going to copy and paste that. Let's go over some of the plays that the guys are on from the morning show, and then I'll go over mine. First off, we have Lamont Williams, max bet, St. Louis, minus 1.5. Then he's also on Tampa Bay money line. Matt Randall back in action. Shout out to our guy James in the house. Matt Randall back in action. He's on the Boston, Minnesota under. That taint play today is at 42, 18, and 1. Bookie Lover Q says, being in the lab, got a few nuggets to share. Mets, Atlanta, Oak, Baltimore, and Boston, Minnesota. Oh, I can't wait, Bookie Lover Q. God, this is what I'm talking about, us working together. So Matt Randall's taint play today, Boston, Minnesota under 10. Now that market move's gone against them. We'll talk about that. Ron Crawford's spreadsheet plays for today. Twins, Angels, Mariners, Reds, Braves. Joe Rich Ramirez is on Atlanta first 5. The Yankees under 9.5, and Dodgers first 5 on the run line. There's Christopher Smith ready to get to work. And then Kobe Valentine's just come in with his 3-team parlay. Okay, we have 12 games. We have time, but let's get to work right now, starting with the Phillies Nationals. Let's take a look at what lineup we're talking about when we're dealing with this Nats Phillies team. For the Phillies, you got Segura, Harper, Kingery, Hoskins, Rodriguez, Quinn, Hernandez, Knapp. Wow. That is a much weaker lineup than I was expecting the Phillies to trot out. Wow. For the Nationals, Turner, Eaton, Rendon, Soto, Adams, Dozier, Gomes, Corbin, and then Robles in the 9th spot, turning the lineup over. Wow. There's my guy Coco Bongo. There's D-Bash. Jordan Kane says, being back at work, so not being able to catch the shows. Feels good to be watching this. Jordan Kane, it feels good to be having you here with us, capping with us. I love that. I love that energy. I love it. Okay, let's take a look at what's going on then. Oh, sorry, that's Luis Garcia's stats. So he's opening for the Angels, but we already knew the Angels were going to go with an opener. Okay, let's go look at the market move here. Open at 9, now at 9.5, and a big move towards the Nationals that hadn't really happened this morning, and that's because of the Phillies' weak lineup. Well, I don't trust Corbin. Eric Jones like in the under 10, and Christopher Comentini took Nats minus 140, and Big Ragu saying that's a winner, Chris. What a great move Ragu got, taking the Nats first 5 minus a half early. Got it at a nice price. Can't get that now. Are the Nats the play now? Phillies are hitting 267, 74 OPS for lefties. Fine numbers, but their record against lefties is bad, 7-12. You know, I just don't trust Corbin. Struggling his last three starts. I just don't trust him. Ron Lofton says under seems to play to me in the Phillies game. Real says, what does it mean? Open at 9, now 9.5. Russell Gordy saying, fade the snake, Jimmy. Fade the snake. We're going to talk about that spot in a bit. Fade the snake. Sorry, Jake the Snake. Sorry, I was thinking of the Diamondbacks. Sorry, fade the snake. That is a weak lineup. Oh, so for real, this is what it means tonight. It just means that the market, and I use BetOnline as my opener just because they're first to the market. Now, Jim Rummy made a very good point about me using it earlier. He said that, you know, if you try to make a big bet when BetOnline opens up their because they're first to the market, they generally don't let you. You know, so they do have big balls to be first to the market, and that's why I like seeing what first comes out. But then, you know, they change it if need be, and then allow you to make those big bets. So it just means that BetOnline opened this at 9, over 9 at minus 115, and now it's at over 9.5. So it's moved up a half run. It's still at minus 115. That's all that means. Okay, and Jay Pete says perfect spot for Vegas to rake. And Corey Simmons says, all that rhyming, gonna have you broke. You know, are the Nationals the play now? That's a weak lineup. And then I guess I would have to take on the minus 1 line for the Nationals. And I just don't trust Corbin of late. Cuban Connect taking Nats team total over 5. You know, I think those of you who got on the Nats earlier, I get it. I don't trust the Nats bullpen, although it's slightly improved. If we go to SBR odds, you hit the head-to-head, and then you can get a nice little look. And one of the looks we get are the bullpen looks. Here we go, bullpen matchup. And if you're looking at that, I mean, Philly's bullpen's not very good, but Washington's bullpen trashed. A whip of 1.540, allowing 2.2 runs per game. They blow in 13 saves. They only have 15 saves. They're 15 for 28 in save situations. Jeremy Miller says, doing pretty well in my first inning run unders. Got 2 today. New York, Tampa plus 100. Houston, Cincinnati minus 115. And Ski Prophet says, you said it this morning, Pass. Top Set says, I love the Nats, hate the price. I'm off this game. Gregory Long taking Philly and under. Christopher Comentini saying Phillies are a fade. They're just 16 and 18 on the road. Nats are playing better. I'm off of it. Okay, now let's go to this Rays-Yankees. I jumped on the Rays first 5 in the morning show. I got them at plus a half at minus 115. I almost didn't take the plus a half when I bet it about half an hour, 20 minutes after the morning show. I bet it, and I got minus 125 at my book. I didn't like that, but I still did it. Headshot says, no Bear Claw either for the Nats. Their second best closer reliever, but that Philly lineup isn't scary at all. There's Noli Knows in the house. Can't wait to see what Noli Knows is on, what unders he's hammering right now. Gregory Long says, trend teams that lost by more than 5 runs cover the next game. There's no doubt about it. And that's a trend that our guy who's always on our early show, Tomino Tomor, hammers in all sports. And Christopher Smith says, pass that game. I like it. Okay. Don Ricci says, I'm on Bruins money line. I'm with him there as well. And that's had some funny line movement. We'll get to that. He's also on Yanks under and Dodgers under. Top Set says, I love the Rays under and the Rays. Derek Coleman also on the unders. Okay, let's take a quick look at lineups here in this spot, and then let's take a look at the market move here. I got the market up right now, so why don't we start there? Open at 9.5, and it's now at 9. now at 9. Tanaka is opened up minus 137, so there's been a 6-cent move towards the raise. If I wanted that first 5 now that I got minus 115, I can't get it. Best I could get is plus a half, at minus 120. Well, that makes me feel okay. And there's Cash Woods in the house. There's Coleone ready to go. Cuban Connect says, Jimmy, how many runs is Phillies bullpen giving up? Well, let's just go right back to SBR odds. Hit that head-to-head. And the bullpen here is, that's pitcher stats. The bullpen is giving up. They average 3.4 innings per game, and they've given up 1.9 runs per game. Not very good. A 1.465 whip. And all this stuff, all these head-to-head matchup stuff you can get at sportsbookreview.com at the SBR odds page. You just click on the head-to-head. Okay. Well, let's keep rolling. Headshot says Edwin's supposed to be in the lineup for the Yanks. Don't forget that. Let's talk about that lineup right now, and let's make sure that he's in that lineup. And there he is. For the Yankees, LeMahieu, Voit, Hicks, Sanchez, Encarnacion, Gregorius, Torres, Maben, Gardner. For the Rays, Meadows, Pham, Lau, Garcia, Choi, Kiermaier, Adames, Wendell, and Zunino. There we go. Rays, Yankees. And Noli knows is on the under 9, and Baltimore, Oakland, first 5, under 5. Interesting. Doug Anderson, Tampa Bay, first 5, money line, plus 120. Love it. I don't love that I turned a dog into a favorite. And the only times I ever do that are first 5s. And I don't love that I did that, Doug. We'll talk tomorrow and see if that was a mistake or not. No, we haven't, Cash Woods. We're just getting rolling. So we're going to hit that. And there's my guy, Viper NB. There's the sports keg ready to get to work. Don Reach says, Razor in the midst of a brutal schedule. I'd lean Yankees. Dylan Freeman says, what do you see in the Brewers tonight? We're going to get to that, Dylan Freeman. Let's just work our way down in order right now. So I'm on the Rays. First 5 plus a half. I love the way Chirinos has looked. Tanaka has not looked good since the birth of his child. I'm sure he's going to get his shit together. Yeah, Yu Cheng Yu canceled my bet as well with Law opening. That was our mistake. We should have taken action. And next time, we know that they're just going with openers every time that it is a start for Edwin. So that was a mistake I made, and that's upsetting. I had to re-up that bet, which was annoying. Okay. Russell Gordy saying Philly out of gas after Atlanta Jets. Gents, all those bats will be cool tonight. Weekend had mad overs. Not tonight. All right, and there's my guy, Jim Rome's a douche, ready to get to work. So I'm on Rays, first 5 plus a half, minus 115. Encarnacion in lineup tonight. They're going to have Stanton soon. Tanaka made 2 good starts against the Rays in May, but has not looked good of late. And the Rays are just a half game back. Rays are 23-10 on the road. Chirinos has looked great, 2-1 with a 2.33 ERA in 4 career appearances against New York. And Jim Rome's who says Tanaka hates his kid. Confirmed. Let's take a quick look at these numbers, and we broke them down on the early show, and here they are. We broke these down on the early show. Against Tanaka, he's looked good, right? He's looked good. Not that good. Not that good at all. 289, 821 OPS against these Rays bats. And then these Yankees struggle against Chirinos. 262 average, which is fine, but just 2 doubles and a home run. 11 for 42 with just 3 extra base hits. That's my spot, and I like it. Rays first 5 plus a half. Let's keep moving. Now we move on to that Angels game. Real saying I love better betting against pitchers coming off long DL stretches, especially against the Rangers that never lose at home. That's a move I'd like to make too. I'm just hesitant with how hot the Indians are, and maybe I make that move with real right now. Okay, Angels. So I added a play. I think Law is bad, and Edwin has struggled. I like the Angels here quite a lot. Jay's coming off a big 12-0 win, traveling up from Houston. Angels hit righties hard, 263, 784 OPS. Pena has been unlucky. He's allowed too many long balls in his 55 in the third. Pena and Jackson are the primary pitchers in this spot. I think Jackson is a tiny bit better than his 10.22 ERA, 2.03 whip, but what does that really mean? Not much. Farshad Asami says, Jimmy, it will be rainy. Yeah, I haven't been going over the weather. I should be. We did that in the morning show, but I should be doing that here. And thank you for adding that in. For the Jays game, it looked like a beautiful sunny day, but I expect that anytime it's under 70, I think the dome's going to be closed. So there we go. Okay, let's keep rolling in the... Did we say... Sorry, I thought you... Okay. Let's keep rolling. Here we go. And Angels. So I jumped on the Angels on the first 5 -1. It's the first time I've done a first 5 minus 1. I've been doing first 5 minus a halves at big odds, and I don't like it. And so I'm going to see how this works. We'll see how this works moving forward. So I took the Angels first 5 on the -1 line. That works out to be -105. The minus a half is -130. The -1.5 is +120. Now, I have to re-up on my full game with the Angels here, and I will do just that right now. I've bet it already, but I can get better line shopping here. So here we go. Full game money line for the Angels, a -151 at BetOnline. So interestingly enough, a few cents, even in the 20 minutes since I last looked, have moved on the Jays. So I'm getting a full game -1. That's a money line of -151. Now, my book was hanging a -165, so I just went on the -1.5 on this game. But here, line shopping and having that opportunity to do that and to get the best number, I'm just going to take them on the -1.5, which I'm doing right now. And the best -1.5 I'm getting is -105. That's available at 5 Dimes and Pinnacle. So -1.5 is at -105. So we talked about the Jays can't hit righties. Blue Jays coming from a 3-3 trip. They looked okay. There's been some enthusiasm with Kevin Biggio off the top of the lineup, and then having Guerrero Jr. following up there. The Angels are supposed to have Justin Upton in. Let's see if they do. And they do. So this is the lineup. Now, no Pujols with Ohtani DHing. But this now when Pujols is in this lineup, then this will be, but then we need Ohtani. So I guess this is what you're going to have moving forward. It's either going to be Ohtani or Pujols DHing moving forward because Upton's going to be in left field, and they don't want to have Ohtani out there. So for the Angels, La Stella, Trout, Ohtani, Upton, Calhoun, Fletcher, Bohr, Lucroy, Tovar at shortstop. They're expecting Simmons to come back soon. For the Jays, Sogard, Biggio, Guerrero Jr., Tellez, Hernandez, Grichuk, Galvis, Drury, Maye. That's an easy lineup to fade. Jesse Daly says Jays game will be a great atmosphere tonight with the city celebrating. You're absolutely right. Red Girls on the Angels first 5 -0.5. I get that. Bookie Lover Q says Angels have made deliberate effort to score early. I like that. Big Ragu today is on LA, Toronto first 5 over 5.5 -115. Cleveland, Texas first 5 under 5 even money. Washington first 5 -0.5 even money. And Minnesota first 5 -0.5 at -105. Thank you for sharing that with us. Big Ragu, that will be a copy and paste right now. Dom Regis says rain has stopped. In New York, it never really started. It was only showers here and there. Today it's clearing up. Weather no factor in New York. Thank you for the heads up there from our guy, Dom Ricci. There we go. I'm going to copy and paste that right there. Book it. Beautiful. Yellow Jesus says, Jim, I have a question. Which league are you more unsuccessful betting at, the NL or the AL? Interesting. Moving forward, especially next year, I'm going to break everything up. I know I am for the NHL season moving forward, like totals, run lines, money lines. But I've got to take another look. That's it. You know what? I'm going to copy and paste that, Yellow Jesus. And I'm going to take a look tonight and see what I'm better at AL and NL. And I almost said anal there. Okay. Let's keep rolling along. Okay, so that's it for me. I've doubled up on the Angels game. I think the Angels smash the Jays. And I know that the Angels may be dealing with a little bit of fatigue as well, but I'm going to probably take them all series here. All right, let's keep rolling. Wow, look at you, Cheng. You get the Angels -0.5 first 5 at -110. Wow. Corey Simmons. Minnesota money line, Tampa money line, Atlanta money line, Oakland, Baltimore full game over, and Dodgers money line. Copy and paster there from our guy Corey Simmons. All right. Now I'll go over what everybody's on once we get through this card, and we got time. Ramos is better at anal. Yeah, probably. Use more force. All right, Astros, Reds. Now, Ski Prophet nailed this spot. Impressively nailed what he thought what would happen with the total here in this game. It went down to 8, and Ski said you can wait because it could go back up to 8.5, or will go back up to 8.5, and that's exactly what this has done. It's now back to 8.5s across the board. Extremely interesting. I just find that so interesting. So interesting, Ski, that I don't want to double up here. I'm already on that first 5 under 4.5. And look, you get that at +100 now. I got it -115. With the market trending towards the over, 79 Fahrenheit, light rain, 4 miles per hour out to center in this Astros Red game, there's just no way I would double up on it. Just no chance. Let's take a look at what we're dealing with these lineups here. For Houston, Bregman, Brantley, Alvarez, Gurriel, Reddick, Chirinos, White, Kemp, Miley. I look at that lineup and I just think vulnerable. I think this Reds team can win this game. But look at this Reds lineup. Senzel, Voto, Suarez, Puig, Irvin, Peraza, Casali, Farmer. I want neither. And I'm surprised that it's over. So I wonder, sorry, I don't have the chat here. Popped it back in. Ski, are you making a move here? Michael Irvalina, no, that's coming up shortly. And Bookie Lover Q says Angels, Astros, Royals all travel close to 1,000 miles. No rest. Angels, Astros, Royals, and Jays. Right? Aren't the Jays in that group? They were in Houston yesterday. Christopher Comentini saying don't like that Angels bullpen. Very interesting that this total's gone back up. Red Girls on that first 5 under with me. Viper NB 6-0 and MLB props so far. I love seeing that. Farshad Asami on Phillies, Marlins, both games under. Christopher Comentini said Senzel smashes lefties. And Ski Profit says, I like under 8.5. Reds bullpen is great. Astros as well. Like full game more than first half. I'm just not going to double up just because of the market move. And, yeah, I'm just not going to double up. Now, let's take a closer look at when that market move took place here. Let's go to the totals here. Houston, Cincinnati, this all can be found at sportsbookreview.com on the SBR odds page. So the over got up to plus 104. Got up to plus 104 at 358. 358 Eastern. Then 103 minus 101, and it kept moving, minus 105, which is where it is now. So there's been a 8-cent move towards the over. And enough just to make me a little uncomfortable. But I guess if you look at the opening line, it was 8.5 at plus 100. I'm going to stay in this move. Under 9-5 in Miley starts. Under 10-4 and the under's 10-4 in Castillo starts. Christopher Comentini showing Senzel smashing lefties. Russell Gordon saying all those runs over the weekend. Think we see unders early. Gents teams flying to different time zones. Brookie Lover Q saying Jake Marisnick is out for the Astros. Yeah, I get it. I guess it's not that big of a line move. We're not talking about going up against a 20-cent line move. Under 8.5 right now would give me a plus 100 at Heritage. Under 8.5 would be plus 100 at Heritage. Russell Gordy says ski under in Cincinnati. Farsha Asami says Astros will bounce back from an embarrassing loss from yesterday. I hear that. Under 8.5 at plus 100. It's just, you know what? I'm not doubling up here. My mistake. Ski predicted the line movement, and we'll take advantage of that, and I'm just not going to double up here. Okay, let's keep rolling along. We have Mets, Braves. This was kind of a tricky spot. I took the Braves team total over 4.5 at minus 133. Let's see what I would get if I took that right now. Here we go. And I took it at Pinnacle. So if I took it again right now, Braves team total over is minus 131. So a 2-cent move towards the under. Doug Anderson, Reds 10-1 under last 11. Wow. Russell Gordy says, so if Houston wins, that means over, doesn't it? Yes. Yes, that's exactly what it means. Doug Barnhouse jumped on both last night. I'm just not going to double up here. That's not the type of situation I feel confident enough to double up. I'm on the break. Oh, and let's see what Yu Ching Yu says. Astros are plus money and the line is barely moving. Seems very fishy. I'm going to stay off. I would lean Cincinnati at betting. It is like when Warriors are plus money. And Keith Kaplan says bad weather in Cincy game most likely won't get played. See what here they're saying here. They're saying a 35% chance of rain, but I'm not here and don't know it. There's Alex Ramirez, Spidey plays of the day. Okay, and Russell Gordy saying Soroka number low, like the Mets for some reason. Yeah, I feel like I don't want to back Soroka here. And, to be honest with you, I'm not in love with this team total over 4.5. Russell Gordy saying too many on Atlanta. Sean Wynn saying under is an 8-1 in Astros 9 interleague road games versus a right-handed starter. Wow, Sean. That's a stat. I mean, these are weak lineups. Let's just go back to these lineups for a second. I mean, all the trends are pointing towards an under here in Houston, Cincinnati. Bregman, Brantley, Alvarez, Gurriel, Reddick, Trinos. We know Reddick's dealing with an injury. White, Kemp, and then Miley. So you're taking the bad out of a Astros lineup. So putting an AL team in the NL. Then Senzel, Votto, Suarez, Puig. We know Puig's smashing right now, but then Irvin, Peraza, Casali, Farmer, Castillo. Dom Reach going back. So I might make a move on it. Dom Reach said a crucial series for the Mets. The Mets have won when they were desperate. Tonight they're desperate. Wow. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. I'll take that full game under 8.5. We'll see if this hurts me in the end. Okay, full game under 8.5. What was that? That was at plus 100. Comentini, my man, saying that Castillo will lock down this Houston lineup. All right, let's see. That was under 8.5 at plus 100. That's still available at Heritage. All right, full game under 8.5 at plus 100. All right. And I'm on the Braves team total over. And Sean Childress, my guy, says Tampa Bay 7-0 on Mondays for the season. I'm back in the first 5 here. So let's talk a little bit. Well, let's take a look at the lineups. We haven't done that. And then look at the movement here with the lineups in this Braves-Mets spot. And when Dom talks about the Mets, listen. What makes us... part of the reason we've been so strong lately is that the teamwork has hit our highest mark, I believe. But we know who the experts are in their fields. And when Dom talks about the Mets, listen. And he says the Mets are desperate tonight. When they win, when they're desperate. And Wheeler's just been a tricky pitcher to cap. For the Mets, McNeil, Alonso, Cano, Conforto, Ramos, Frazier, Rosario, Lagares. It's a good-looking lineup for them. For the Braves, Acuna, Swanson, Freeman, Donaldson, Markakis, Riley, McCann, Albies. And that's a good-looking lineup for them. How long can Soroka be this spectacular? Coco Bongo says, I bet Atlanta money line last night. Cuban Connect says, Jimmy, you like Braves team total over 4.5? I like it. Yes, I like it. I bet it. I like it. But I'm not in love with it. Just because Wheeler confounds me. And because I've got a vividness bias. I'm not handicapping Wheeler games well because I see him last year and he was spectacular. And I still see that guy. And he's not being that guy. His whip is okay. 99 Ks and 88 and 2/3. But he's allowed 13 home runs. Remember, that's one less home run than he allowed in 100 more innings last year. So... Mets, Braves. Mets are hitting 243, 726 OPS versus righties. Braves hit righties hard, 265, 798 OPS. Mets just lost 3 of 4 to the Cards. You saying Mets lineup's actually pretty good. It is. I love it. Dom reaches my goals to become with the Mets. I love it. Twadi with the Pirates is a high goal, but I'm working. I love it, Dom. We love you, man. And there's my guy, Buck Nasty, in the house. Buck Nasty I got to roll with when we did the Low Bag Summit of Champions in LA. And the next one has been greenlit, baby. We're going to talk more about it throughout the week because we're just about to lock everything down, but we're going to Miami. We're going to be hanging with Red Girl. We're going to be hanging with Big Ragu. Oh, man, amongst others. Trenton Claxton, Mr. Fat Fist. I mean, it goes on and on. I had no idea there were this many cappers in South Florida. Drew Martin's going to be there. Oh, it's just going to be spectacular. Okay. All right, let's keep rolling. Sports Gag said, before Tommy John, Wheeler was our Syndergaard before the trade from Toronto. People forget how good he was before the injury. Yeah. He's very good. And he's not being good right now. And Ski Profit by Joe Osborne. Wheeler 9-4-1. First 5 towards the over. Avi Gold on Atlanta over 4.5. So I took it early, but I'm not confident in that play at all now. Yeah, Wheeler's just tricky. 11 career starts against the Braves. Wheeler 6-3, 3.19 ERA. Most restart against Atlanta April 12th. 6 innings, allowed 2 runs, 6 hits. He's a Atlanta native. And Bookie Lover Q brought up a very interesting point that I'd not thought about, that these Braves, they study every Georgia-born kid. And they've studied Wheeler nonstop, so maybe they know him inside and out. But all right, I'm not making an extra move on that. Now, here's a play. Where do we make a move? Indians, Rangers. Rangers are 24-12, and as of 20 minutes ago, I couldn't get their lineup. Let's see if I can get it now. Refresh, and still can't get it. Still can't get the Indians, Rangers lineups. So, you know what? Let's go back to Cleveland, Texas. Unless any of you guys have the lineups. Lamont Williams says, don't like that play. The over 4.5. Well, I'm not going to take an under 4.5 right now, but I hear you. Wheeler's could be good. And it scares me. There's my guy, Keith Sadler, in the house. All right. I need to know the Indians, Rangers lineups. And we don't have them yet, so let's just come back to it. I know you guys want to talk about it, and I want to talk about it too, because I want to fade Clevenger. Let's see what the market's done here. The market's done in this Texas-Cleveland game. Total's been at 9.5. So there's been a 13 cent move towards the under, but still at 9.5. Go to money lines and total so I can see them both here. And here we go. Texas-Cleveland opens at minus 118, and that's where it stands right now for Cleveland favored. Wow. Doug Anderson, Mets just dropped from plus 150 to plus 130 at my bookie. Wow. Thank you for that heads up there. And there's Alex Ramirez, Spidey play. Spidey plays Atlanta money line, Dodgers run line. Mally Mal says Texas won't hit him, Jimmy. Mally Mal, I mean, it's tough to be that confident with a guy who's been on the IL for 60 days, but it does concern me. And if he is unhittable, if he is tough to touch, because he looked great to start out. I mean, he's only 12 innings, but 22 Ks in those 12. And Dom Reed says, wow, big drop back down towards the Mets. I like Lynn. And Lynn's look good. Seven straight quality starts. Then I would say that the under would be in play. If Clevenger has a good start. But do you want to take an under at Globe Life? Because I don't. Bookie Lover Q says under in Cleveland, Texas, I like. That's just a dangerous place to do that here. And Deer Slayer Ski, Mets down to plus 125. Wow. All right, Red Sox, Twins. This has been interesting watching the market move with this game against the taint play of the day. But I've wanted to make a move on Minnesota all day. And Barrios all day. Keith Sadler says, I'd go Rangers money line. Mally Mouse says under, definitely. King U, my guy King U about business. Original low bagger says, Clevenger is nasty stuff when he's on. Russell Gordy says, I like Mets even more now. And Cuban Connect says, I think all Wheeler's games in Atlanta have been unders mostly. Yeah, I'm uncomfortable with that team total now. And Red Girl says, I'm tailing Big Ragu on Texas first 5 under. Well, he's a good guy to tail. I get it, Red Girl. And I can't wait to party with you in Miami. Finally get to meet Red Girl. Oh, man, it's so fun. You camp with these people for so long, and they become friends, but you haven't met them in person. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to be partying in Miami. I can't wait. All right, Red. And then Big Ragu says, yes, Red, first 5 under. Cash Woods, our guy, says Lynn's K rate is way up from last year. I like how it was with the Cards. Looks like vintage Lynn lately. I like him a lot. All right, let's take a look at this Twins Red Sox lineup. For the Red Sox, Betts, Benintendi, Martinez, Devers, Bogarts, Holt, Chavez, Bradley Jr., and Sandy Leon. For the Twinkies, Kepler, Polanco, Cruz, Rosario, Cron, Gonzalez, Sano, Castro, and Scope. I find the Twinkies very appealing. And to be honest with you, I guess I'd find them more appealing first 5, but does that not make sense? Let's take a look at these bullpens here at sportsbookreview.com. Take a look at these bullpens here. All right. Boston, quite a bit better. And they've pitched more. Wow, look at much, much better. Much better whip. Boston's bullpen, 1.296. And we don't like Boston's bullpen, and they've been much better. Minnesota's bullpen's been a 1.461 whip. What's their average? They average 3.1 innings a game, and they allow 1.8 runs in those 3.6 innings. They allow 3.1 hits per game. They blow in 5 saves, so they blow in less saves. Oh, and there's my guy, Cuban Connect. A lot of us from Miami in your chat who love you in the show, fam. Cuban Connect, there's so many of you guys. I'm sorry I forgot to mention your name, but Cuban Connect, I can't wait. We are so excited to be there for a full week with all these things to do. Oh, man, Cuban Connect. And we got the fight analyst. I mean, there's so many of you guys. I was surprised at how many. I think we really picked the right city. I think it's going to be incredible. Antoine Seymour says, I'll definitely be in the building for the Miami Yayo. Oh, Antoine Seymour, I can't wait to party with you guys, man. It's just going to be so much fun. So much fun. It's going to be the best week of the year for sure. Okay. Eddie Obason says, Red Sox bullpen's overachieving in my opinion. Well, you know what? This makes me like the Twins better. It makes me like the Twins better first five. The real DJX has Red Sox +1. Marquise Brandon ready to party in Miami. Oh, man, it's going to be great. I really feel like I'd prefer first five. And that's what I'm going to do. Let's see what I'd have to do. First five with the Twinkies. -0.5 at -105. That's what I'm going to do. That's available 5 times. Eddie Euler says Sharks signed Carlson for 8 years now, injury prone and on the downside. Yes, I agree the length and the amount is dumb. But I don't think he's on the downside yet, Eddie Euler. I agree it's a bad signing. But I don't think he's on the downside yet. Anil Frank took Twins first 5 this morning. Oh, Mally Mal, we need you down there, Mally Mal. Come on. Mally Mal, you've been with us since day one. We have to smash bottles with you. We have to hang out together, Mally Mal. Come on. And look at Cuban Connect 305 cappers turn up. Man, it's gonna be the best week ever. It's gonna be the best week I've ever had, is my expectation. Okay, I'm jumping on the Twins first 5. First 5 -0.5 at -105. That's the most comfortable spot I could be in. Having Berrios, knowing that I have an advantage pitching. Now, I look at these two lineups. I think Red Sox have a better lineup, but we know what the Twins have been doing. 137 homers this year. We know Porcello struggled mightily on the road. Maybe that changes a bit. Black Baller says, can we curse here? Is it allowed if it's all positivity? If it's all positivity. Eddie Ola says, right on, Jimmy. You know your hockey as well as anyone. Thank you, Eddie Ola. You know what? I think Carlson can have a much better year than last year, an injury-free year. But I hate the 8 years. I hate the 95. So I don't like that. So that's a mistake. That's going to hurt him long term. Black Baller says, how's it going, Jimmy? It's going pretty good. Although I wish I was in Toronto for the parade today. Christopher Comentini, as soon as we know the hotel info, we're going to let you guys know because we want to fill it. We want to fill it. The more of us, the better. The more of us, the better. Okay, let's keep rolling. Oh, Gregory Long, Milwaukee under, Cincy under, Houston under. Cash at me tomorrow. I love it, Gregory Long. I love it. Top Set said Scout is on Mets, Reds, and Brewers today. Ooh, wow. This guy rolls. Mally Mal says, I'm waiting for NYC, Jim. You know what's going to happen, Mally Mal, but bust down to Miami, man. Come on. Okay. All right, so that's done. Berrios allowed 1 earned run in 3 of his past 4 starts, 2.53 ERA and 7 starts at Target Field, and I'm backing him. Now, he has issues with JD Martinez, 4 for 11, Benintendi 3 for 7, bet 3 for 9 against him. But Real says, thoughts on what Lou Lamoriello will do in the offseason. We've seen it, Real. We've seen what he's doing. And he's just re-signing guys. He believes in your hockey team. And that guy, you want to talk about a guy who knows hockey. And I think it's a good move. I really do. Lamoriello is re-signing Islanders guys. He believes in Eberle, which, I trust Lou. I think the Islanders are going to be a very good hockey team next year. I think the Islanders are going to get better and better and better. Trotzy, Lamoriello, and then they have this new stadium that they're moving into soon. A new arena, I should say. I love what they're doing. Our guy, Paco Healy, in the house says, what's the taint again? Paco, the market's gone against the taint. It is the under 10 in Boston, Minnesota. We just talked about it. It's the under 10. And D-Bash says, taint is red, I believe. No. Peachy. Von Polo says, my wife is pregnant, but she wants to wobble to Miami with us. Hey, but this is also a spot where you can bring wives, children. Some of our partying will be R-rated, X-rated, whatever you want to call it. But some of our partying will be family style. So it'll be all good. There is Liberty Finder, our guy, Paco Healy, our guy. God, I love you guys. All right. My pleasure, Paco, my man. Paco, my man. Paco, please, our San Diego Padres expert is here. I'm on the Brew Crew. What are you doing with this Padres game, and what are you doing with the Padres series? I'd love to hear that. Okay, let's keep rolling. We don't have a lot of time yet, but we're moving right. We're moving in the right direction. Here's a play that I have not made a move yet, and it's Lamont Williams max bet. Cardinals minus 1.5. Let's take a look at what this market has done with this Cardinals game right now. All right, here we go. Money lines and totals. Okay, let's go. Cash Woods taint record 42-18-1. 42-18-1 is the taint play of the day. Mally Mouse says, when is the Miami trip? It's the third week of August. The Miami trip is August. Here, let me get it here. Monday, August 19th, or Sunday, really. Sunday, August 18th to Sunday, August 25th. That it is. Yeah, Cheeky Breaky, you got it, man. Cheeky Breaky got it. Low bag pool party the day before the salutes come out at night. Cheeky, you know it. Viper NB says, take cards, series price. Let's see what the movement's been here. So, opens. Oh, man, I'm still at first five. My fault. Okay. Eddie Obason's on the Marlins, Cardinals under 8.5. So, with Hernandez, he looked great in New Orleans AAA this year. He looked great. So I think he's a little better than what. And look at our guy grabbing that. Hey, Mr. Fat Fist says it's booked. I love it. Fat Fist. Josh Sparkle says family style. Blunts for everyone. I love it. There's my guy T-Pash. Oh, there's a possibility, Mally Mouse says. I like it. Okay. Stay focused. Sorry. You know what? When we get close to Miami, I'm going to lose focus. Because I'm going to be so fucking pumped up, man. I'm going to be so excited for this trip. I'm going to be so excited. When you start hearing who's going to be there. And so right now, it's just about us getting the costs down. We need to make this not an expensive trip for people who want to party with us. The good thing is, the events we're going to are cheap. Phillies Marlins Friday night. We'll get $5 seats and we'll walk right down to the expensive seats. And we're going to be able to shoot the funniest shit because it's going to be fucking quiet. So quiet. It's going to be so quiet in there. There's going to be 5,000 other people in there. Maybe 10,000 because the Philly fans will come down. And then our Thursday nighter, Buccaneers, Dolphins, that's a week 3, so it's a run-through. That's the exhibition game. Going to be cheap tickets there. Going to be cheap. Von Polo, we're going to shoot the show in Miami. We have 2 shows a day in Miami. We're going to have guests there. We're doing the same thing we always do. Always do. Okay. Eddie Oler says, lean St. Louis. Cards 20-13-0. Michaelis will want to atone for the 9-0 loss. I think that's such a good call, Eddie Oler. But then Michael Irvin says, Michaelis is garbage lately. I lean big plus money. And, I guess he means Marlins first 5. I'm expecting. Okay. And look at Ninja 13. Big balls underdog pick. Marlins money line. Cheeky Breaky says, oh man, I got to watch that game. I promise you, the heckling will be in fine form. Fine form. Fine form. Okay. Let's talk about this right now. Make some signs, Cheeky Breaky says. Make some signs. I don't know. I've never made a sign before. Okay. Marlins Cardinals. So it opened at minus 200 and it's now minus 220. I mean, do you really trust? You know what? I can't trust Michaelis. Russell Corey said Marlins win MLB is fixed. I just can't trust Michaelis here, even though his record's much, much better at home. 2-1, 3.91 ERA in 6 career starts. So he had nice numbers before he got touched. Look, he had a 5.29 ERA until the end of April, a 3.57 ERA in May, so it looked like he was going to come on, and then an 8 ERA in 2 June starts. Hernandez lost at home against the Cardinals on Tuesday, so he's seeing that lineup again. They probably smash him. They probably smash him. Oh, man. Top Set says we rent an empty warehouse with 10 kegs, lots of fans, super budget party. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to have a bottle of booze in my pocket everywhere I go for that week. Cheeky Beaky says Marlins can get some sneaky wins. I'm not going to listen. I get the Cardinals should smash here and Lamont Williams max play on them, but I don't trust them. And why? If I don't trust them, why would I take them at a minus 2 something? So, let's see if the Rangers Indians lineup is up now. No, still not up. Is anybody else getting this Rangers Indians lineup anywhere? All right, so for Miami, St. Louis, Miami, Granderson, Cooper. Cooper's hitting. Anderson, Castro, Ramirez, Alfaro, Riddle, Rojas. And then for the Cardinals, Carpenter, DeYoung, Goldschmidt, Ozuna, Fowler, Molina, Colton Wong, Bader, Michaelis. Black Baller says yes, Cardinals minus 1.5 at home. Oh, yeah, man. You know Mando's going to be playing rim. Black Baller says, Jimmy, against the Miami team on the road, what's there not to trust? Yeah, Cuban Connect says, Jimmy, you know how I feel about the Marlins? I think the Trouts become Sharks first 5. Look at Cuban Connect in Miami. This guy knows his team inside and out. Says, I think the Trouts become Sharks first 5. Romeo on St. Louis first. St. Louis minus 1.5. Ski Profit leans cards under. What makes me uncomfortable is they just saw these pitchers, but I get it. 74 Fahrenheit, 5 miles per hour in. Dom also leaning to the under. And Cuban Connect says, Jimmy, if you see Hernandez keeps him under first 5, check it. You know what? I'm off of it. I'm just off of it. I don't want anything to do with it. All right, let's go to Giants, Dodgers. I'm on the over 8.5 at minus 106. This was a market move that I beat. Oh, maybe, is it going? Yeah, let's go to totals. Did I beat it? I thought I beat it bad. I got minus 106 on the over 8.5. No. A big move towards the under. An hour ago, it was towards the over. Look at that. An hour and 7 minutes ago, the over 8.5 was minus 115. It got up to minus 116. And now a huge move towards the under. That makes me feel bad. Is that because the lineups were brought out? Yeah, the Dodgers lineup. I don't hate it. They start with a bunch of left-handed bats against Beatty. Peterson, Verdugo, Beatty, Bellinger, Muncy, Taylor, Hernandez, Barnes, Maeda. I do not like that at all. Charles Barkley says, I miss the NHL already. Won't be long. Jerry Beatty says, what's the team play today? It's the under 10 Red Sox Twins. Ski Profit says over still. Well, we have more games to cap, so let's just move on from it. Look, I don't like that. I thought I was sort of ahead of the game. I have not liked what Maeda's been doing. We talked about his interviews on the morning show. Beatty looks very touchable. Very touchable. Dodgers 266, 822 OPS first rights. We know the Giants play them hard. Cheeky Breaky says, I like the over. Red Girl's on the over. And Dab Fan says, over Dodgers, Giants is the play. Don't worry. But then Russell Gordy says, Dodgers game go under, Gents. San Francisco can't hit, smell under, and Giants win. And Dom Ricci under 8.5 Dodgers I took first thing this morning. Well, that makes me feel very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. Let's move on to Orioles Athletics. You know what, Eddie Euler saying Jimmy Canucks sitting and trading Erickson for Slow and Hanson Stone Lucic. I would love that trade. Now we'd have to sweeten it up, right? Because Erickson has 1 extra year of term. But look, they're both albatross contracts. They're both awful, awful contracts. And if Lucic can look, the Canucks are soft. We have Luke Shen joins the team halfway through this year, at some point during the year, and he showed the only toughness we saw all year. We bring in Branson thinking he's going to show toughness, and he handles himself. He fights. But when someone else gets smashed, he doesn't get in their face, and Luke Shen does. We are a weak hockey team that gets pushed around and bullied. I would love to have Lucic. And why do we need Erickson? Erickson, I would prefer Lucic. Wow. Tom Reed says, ESPN reporting Twins close to getting Mad Bum. Wow. Wow, that's nuts. Flick My Bick says, oh, you guys complaining about there being nothing besides baseball. This is the best time of year, money to be made on the diamond. Well, we've had a good couple weeks. Okay, Athletics minus 1.5. Cashner's been good. Look, Black Baller on his 3 run lines. Oakland minus 1.5, LA minus 1.5, St. Louis minus 1.5. And Russell Gordy coming together with Taint. You know what that means. That means it's probably a casher. Eddie always says good points. Erickson making him $6 million. Yeah, you know what? And you know what I said? Listen, my dad watches this Canucks team every second of every opportunity. And I was like, who cares? We'll put Lucic on the fourth line. And he was like, no, put him on the first line. Because Pettersson is too soft. And we saw what happened late in the year. He was doing nothing. Put him on the first line and make him. We need a mean guy who will knock somebody out if they slash Pettersson. So, okay. Bookie Lover Q says A's run line 9-3 final score. Jerry Beatty also liking the under. Christopher Comentini saying Loshak liking Orioles team total under against Fires. That's an interesting look. Let's see what it is. Full game team total for the Orioles. Full game team total is under 3.5 at -126. I like that. Bookie Lover Q says pitching change in Seattle, no Malone. Yes. I have all the information for Taylor Scott out of South Africa. We'll break that down. Okay. Fires, Orioles. Let's see what we're getting here. Market moves. Let's go to totals and money lines. Orioles, Baltimore, Oakland. So Oakland opening at -200. They're now at -225. The total opening at 9. It's now at 8.5. Let's see. Do we have a lineup here for this game? And we have Oakland's lineup. Let me refresh. See if we can get, because we need that Rangers lineup bad. Oh, Rangers lineup's confirmed. Chu, DeShields, Andrews, Cabrera, Calhoun, Santana, Odor, Guzman. Not a good-looking lineup. Maybe that under is very much in play. Okay, sorry. We're going to get back to this A spot. But maybe that is very much in play. Sports Keg, 69 days until NCAA football start. That's when the next season starts for me other than MMA. I'm excited to hear your insights. Sports Keg. Going to work on getting our guy Sports Keg to join us weekly here when the football season starts. Indians, Rangers. Do we have the balls to take an under? That's the question. In this park. I've been afraid to do it all year. And you know what? I don't trust the Rangers bullpen. So why would I take a full game under? The whole idea would be betting on Clevenger to pitch well here. It's a 5. Under 5 at +100, which is where it opened. Actually, where it opened, a bet online was +100. So it's been a 10-cent move towards the under. I guess that makes sense to me. Okay, I'm going to take the first 5 under, and this scares me. But Mal's belief in Clevenger here, I'm going to join on. Romeo says, what's the play on Texas? Well, this is going to be my play. I'm going to take the first 5. Eddie always says, problem with Lucic is that it isn't 2011. Yeah, I get it. And Russell Corey said, under's been cashing in Texas. I mean, they have been. I just have a vividness bias, and it scares the shit out of me. And Big Ragu, also a guy that we want. I want Big Ragu and Big Boss to be a big part of the college football season. All right, Rangers, first 5, under 5 at +100. All right, there's an addition. And Sean Glass is on it too. Okay. Eddie always says, yeah, no, Lucic is a problem, but so is Erickson. And if you're going to get 20 points from each of them or less, well, then give me the guy who will beat you up and give your team a little bit of swagger and confidence. And Ski Profit, Texas unders at home. Hard to imagine that could be the case, Ski, but as you and Russell say, it's been happening lately. All right, I've been going a little too long. So Athletics -1.5. You know what? I get it. Did we see a lineup here? Oh, shit. Sorry, that's the team totals. Here we go. Lineups. Did we see a lineup? Yeah, we saw Oakland's lineup. Simeon, Chapman, Olsen, Davis, Laureano, Grossman, Piscotti, Profar, Fegley. That's a good-looking lineup. Let's see what I'd get full game on that -1.5. -110 at Intertops. Yeah, the A's probably take care of business. Carlos Dominguez says, Jimmy, you don't like the Rangers to win the first 5? I do, but I don't know what Clevenger's going to bring, and I don't like that Rangers lineup. So that's what's taking me off of that. Eddie Ola says, maybe Lucic will play better. No, I think it's right, Eddie, to have realistic expectations of these guys. We just need a tough guy. We need a tough guy because our team is weak and can be pushed around. All right. I'll dive in. I think Fires is on a roll at home. This shouldn't be difficult. All right, I'm going to jump in minus 110 on the minus 1.5 with the A's. All right. Okay, I'm already on Brewers plus 110. And I guess we only have 2 games left, so we're fine for time. Okay, Brewers plus 110. Brewers, Padres. Oh, did we hear what Paco Healy had to say? Did I miss that? I asked him for it, and I don't know if we heard it. Maybe he's researching as we speak. Okay. Brewers, Padres. I'm on the Brewers at plus 110. There's been a ton of movement in this spot. Here's Jeremy Miller coming in. Perfect timing, Jeremy says, I took Brewers money line in over 8.5. She's seen 5.74 ERA. Luke Casey, 4.11 hitters, getting 4.8 runs versus left-handed pitching for Milwaukee. 4.6 versus right-hand pitching for San Diego. 9 of 13 last 3 seasons have gone over. June games 11-3 to the over for San Diego. 7-4 to Milwaukee. Viper MB saying A's going to wreck. Christopher commenting say A's is the play. And Ron Crawford at A's is a spreadsheet play. Here's Paco Healy with the under. Yeah, Jeremy Miller, that would be initially what I would think too. But we know that these teams leave their bats in Colorado. They leave their bats in Colorado. Ron Walsek, correlated Matt Randall play. Boston under 29 runs, hits, errors, plus 120. Ooh, I like it. I like it. Russell Gordon says, under definitely in San Diego after Colorado trip. Black Baller says, Brewers money line, I'm on it as well. Okay, let's take a look at what's going on in the marketplace here in the Brewers spot. Here we go. Let's get to totals. Actually, let's get to both money lines and totals. So this has been all over the place for the Brew Crew. First off, though, the total's at 8. And it hasn't moved. It was juiced to minus 115, so a 3-cent move towards the under. But look at what's happened to this money line with Milwaukee. I found this quite interesting. So this Brew Crew got up to plus 125 at 4 a.m. So San Diego became a huge favorite, and you have to think, if it's at 4:23 a.m., that's probably European money. And then I believe it's the North American cash that turns the Brewers into a plus 106 dog. Eddie R says, Brew Crew 0-4 in Chacin's last 4 starts. And then Paco Healy says, Marine layer thick. I like Padres money line, but I've already laid the under. Eddie Euler picked San Diego today. I think Chacin's going to have a nice start. I do. I think that, but Eddie Obason say Bruins are overrated. Chacin 0-2 in his past 2 starts, 12.91 ERA, but he's activated from the injured list, gets a chance to take a little bit of a break, and he's got spectacular numbers at Petco Park, and I watched him interviewed, and he just loves pitching there. DJ 100 grand in the house is on Milwaukee, first half over. Bookie Lover Q says, I wouldn't touch the Brewers right now. Let's see, do we have lineups for this game? No, we don't. Let's refresh. I'd love to see a Indians or Baltimore lineup. No, we don't. All right. There's the bartender, our guy Harry in the house. Russell Gordy says stay away game. Red Girl's also on Brewers money line. Big Ragu says especially against lefties on the road for Colorado, almost auto fit. Anil Frank says Pete is on Brewers money line and Brewers second half. Well, that's nice to see. Don Reed said Brewers been underperforming. I think they turn it around versus the Padres. Ski profit like in the over here. There's the bartender top play. Houston, Cincinnati under 8.5. That was an addition. I was already on the first 5 under. Ron Crawford says Pod's better pitching. But I think Chacin turns his. You know what? If Chacin has a good start here, I think he turns the season around. Ron Walsick says Padres usually struggle against junk pitchers. Yeah, I'm backing these Brewers, and I'm backing them here at plus 110, and I'm going to stay away from the total. But I do find that under appealing. I would love to see the lineups. And 8 is so low. 8 is so low. I don't want to talk about the expected lineups. Bookie Lover Q says, I watch all the games every day. Brewers and Twins look like they were in a funk. The real DJ X took the Padres -1 in the over. And Russell Gordy saying under in LA, San Diego, and Oakland. A marine layer. Paco knows what he's talking about. 8's just so low. 8 is just so low. I've already got one move on the game. I'm just going to stick with it on the Brewers plus 110. So then we have Royals, Mariners, and there's been a pitching change. No longer. Eddie always saying Lucchesi hasn't been bad. Russell Gordon says all 3 West Coast games going under. And I guess it's that Marine. Okay. Let's talk about this pitcher because I did not know much about him. Here we go. Taylor Scott out of South Africa. So he's been in 3 games, 6 1/3. He's allowed 9 hits, 6 runs, 4 earned runs, and is 1 home run and 2 walks. He's yet to start again. This is his first start. Let's take a look at what he did in the minors. All right. Here we go. Mally Mouse says, he wants to know what Chacin's numbers are against. And here they are. Chacin's numbers against San Diego, 13-10 with a 3.89 ERA and 32 starts. But if you want to just know what the individual batters do against them, let's find that out right here. Here we go. The Padres hit .288 with a .423 slugging, 796 OPS. So they're 15 for 52, which is an okay batting average, a good batting average, .288. But only 3 of those 15 hits are extra bases, 1 double and 2 homers. Those homers are from Renfroe and Hedges. Russell Gordy says KC is the play. Okay, let's look at Taylor Scott's done in the minors. And has the morale just completely disappeared from this Mariners team, especially without Encarnacion. In Tacoma this year, he has started no games. So this is just an opener. Taylor Scott is simply just an opener. 5.88 ERA in Tacoma. 33 2/3 innings. 44 strikeouts and 19 walks. So a lot of strikeouts. He's a 27-year-old. This isn't a kid. And Danny Duffy looked good in his last start, and I backed him. Royals are just, that's out the window because he's not a lefty. Mariners are 239, 774 OPS for lefties, but that will change. Mariners have brought up Austin Nola. I think that will help. This is a journeyman, 29-year-old, the brother of Aaron Nola. His dad was there for Father's Day to watch him in his first big league at bat at a single. All right. Duffy 1-2 with a 2.54 ERA and 9 career appearances against Seattle, including 7 starts. All right, let's take a quick look at what we're getting here with the baseball data here against Duffy. 297 average, 432 slugging. 11 hits with 2 doubles and a homer. But this is going to be a weak Mariners lineup. Mr. Fat Fist, our guy, Mr. Fat Fist. We have some very, very big news about our guy, Mr. Fat Fist. We have a couple I's to dot and T's to cross, so we're going to announce it within the next 24 hours. James Drake says, I think Seattle hits better than the Royals. Royals can get cold. Also, it's a late game. Yes, but not obviously, I just feel like there's a pitching advantage with the way Duffy's throwing right now. Let's look at SBRodds.com and see what we're dealing with market-wise. Mariners lukewarm. I mean, the Royals feel good about themselves. The Mariners don't. And if you've seen any home games in Seattle, they're absolutely empty. This Monday night, there'll be 8,000 people at this game. I wish I was at the game. Duffy opening at plus 105. He's now at minus 101. You can still get a plus 103 on the Royals. I'm close to making a move on these Royals. Let's see what we're getting from a bullpen perspective. If we're better off taking, here we go, bullpen stats. Seattle's bullpen is awful. Just unbelievably bad. Unbelievably bad. All right, I'm going to back the Royals here. All right, let's make a move right now. And Sam, my guy Sam, is max plays on the Cardinals and Reds. Wow. So my guy Sam and Lamont Williams on the Cards. God, I don't know why they're scary so much. And Sam says Royals blow. They do. But do they blow more than the Mariners? Jeremy Miller saying Duffy ERA 2.65 versus the Mariners. Yeah. 1-2. Oh, I have 2.54, but whatever. Close enough. I like it. Mr. Fat Fist still doing tape. I love that, man. Still going over tape, our guy Fat Fist. So I'm going to make a move on these Royals. I just think the Mariners are just down on themselves now. Let's see what I'd get best. I said it was plus 103. And that's what I'll take. I'll take the Royals at plus 103. And I probably think I guess the Royals have an advantage in the bullpen too. So let's just stay with that. Royals plus 103. All right, that's my card. That's my card. I think we've done some. Oh, and Sam says, Jimmy, please take the Cardinals. I would have to take them at -1.5. I know it's Lamont's plays too. Lamont's play as well. Let's see what we'd get right now if I took them. If I took the Cardinals on the run line -1.5, -114. You know, I just don't trust Michaelis. And I don't trust the Cards that much. Bobby Digital says Cardinals run line, Michaelis at home. Don Reed says Cards should have lost last 3. Mets handed the game. This line is outrageous. You know what? I see why you guys are on the Cards. And Calvin Wu says Sharps are all over the Reds. A lot of people liking the Reds here tonight. I see why you guys are on the Cards, but I just can't take them as this big of a favorite price, the way they've been playing. All right, this is my action. I am on the Rays first 5 plus a half at -115. That's from the early show. I'm on the Angels first 5 at -1 line. That's giving me a -105. That's -130, -0.5, and +120, -1.5. Full game -1. That's a money line -151 and -1.5 and -105. So I've doubled up on the Angels game. I'm on the Astros first 5 under 4.5 -115. Astros Reds, and I'm on the full game under 8.5 and +100. Thank you, Ski. Thank you to all you guys for all your help and insights and us working together to beat the Juice, to defeat the Juice. Braves team total over 4.5 -133. Then I'm on the Rangers first 5 under 5 at +100. I'm on the Twins first 5 -0.5 at -105, backing Barrios early. And Russell Gordon says, Dom, I know. Funny, isn't it? Reds favorite all day. Back in the Reds. Maybe I should jump on that as well with you guys. And Castillo. I guess that makes sense. Let's take a quick look. I know we were about to shut the show down, but let's look at money lines on the Reds. Because the Astros lose 12-0, and now then they have to travel to Cincinnati. And we still have more percent of wagers at this point on Houston. But Houston's just become a public team. Okay, I'll jump. I think this Astros lineup is weak. I'll take the Reds at -118. That's -115 at BetOnline. All right. I'll run with you guys. All right, late edition of the card. Reds, money line. Here we go. Late edition of the card. Reds, money line. -115, rolling with you guys. All right. And then Don Reach says not touching the Reds game. And Sam giving us prayers. Okay, Sam, my guy. All right. I'll take the Reds at home. Mally Mouse says Reds don't usually win after winning 3 or more, but this spot seems a bit different. Christopher commenting on Reds also. My man, Sam. Okay. Reds -110 at my bookie, really. Sorry, let me get to that. Oh, good call. Thank you. Oh, that's great work. Teamwork. Thank you, Doug. All right. I'm on Reds -110. Beautiful. Thank you, Doug. I'm on the Brew Crew. That's. I know you're right, Russell Gordy. You're right. You're absolutely right. Okay, Braves team total over 4.5. Yes, I did take the Brewers. I took them on the early show at +110. I'm on the Indians Rangers first 5 under 5 at +100. Twins first 5 -0.5 -105. I'm on the Dodgers over 8.5 -106. A play that makes me very uncomfortable now. I'm on the Athletics -1.5 -110. I'm on the Brewers +110. The Royals +103. So I end with a couple plus lines. And that is my action. And Mally Mal says one play we can all agree is Castillo's K's over. Well, let me just take a quick look at what that is. All right. Sorry, I'm going to go quickly to this game here with the Reds. We're going to bring on Freddie. Sorry it's taking so long. I tried to get the show over with a few minutes ago, but then this Reds play started jumping at me. Here we go. Let's go players, pitcher, strikeouts. Castillo, oh, it's minus 160. It's just too juiced for me. I get it. I absolutely get it. It's just minus 160, and I can't take it. I can't take it. Russell Gordon said if Castillo is a stud, he's not minus 110. Look, I don't know how good Castillo is going to be from here on in. He's had a good start, but this could catch up to him. But then the Astros lineup looks weak to me. I feel uncomfortable that Russell Gordy's not supporting it, but I'm on it. And that's my card. That's my action. So before we move to the next step, let me thank you guys so much for being a part of this show. This chat is what makes our show special. And Melly Mel says, wow, that's crazy. Minus 160. Liberty Finder says, fade Freddie now. Let's find out what Freddie's on before we fade him. And without further ado, Freddie Fortune. Freddie, welcome. I'm good. How are you?
Well, I'm kind of worried, you know.
Why is that?
I'm hungry.
You're hungry?
Yes. I brought my favorite food.
Yeah, that is your favorite food.
Expired cookies.
Well, you know, we don't call them cookies in North America.
Yeah, but there's no other word for crackers in Spanish.
There's no word for crackers?
No, not that I know.
Okay.
So these are my cookies.
Those are your cookies. Well, I'd have to say those are the nastiest cookies
Why?
I've ever... Well, they're...
You gave them to me.
I did.
They smell like paint.
Oh, man. Oh, God. All right, Freddie, what's your action today?
They've been expired for 1 year now.
Yeah, they've been expired for a year now. Yeah, that's why I gave them to you.
Well, I'm kind of worried for tomorrow's MLB card.
Is that right?
It's kind of hard for me. You know?
You're capping MLB. Nice to see. I like that.
Yeah. I don't like the Women World Cup, so I'm digging in your Pussy Sports to see what I can grab.
Thank you. Yeah, digging in our
And
Pussy
I
Sports
came
to
with
see
an
what
underdog.
Oh,
The Cincinnati Reds at home
against Verlander.
at plus 160 at 5 times.
Ooh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big dog bet. And maybe you could start winning and afford something better than those goddamn cookies. Wow. All right. Coco Bongos is airplane cookies from his last flight. You think this guy's ever been on an airplane? Have you ever been on an airplane? Yeah.
I went to China
You went to China
to play video games.
to play video games. Oh, I don't know.
If you knew
Yeah.
my real name,
Yeah.
you would know. But I guess you'll never know.
Yeah, I guess not, man. Those legs are hideous. Oh, God. All right. Thank you guys so much. Oh, Jeremy Miller says, love my guy, Freddie. All right.
Who says that?
Jeremy Miller. That's some positivity.
Hey, thank you. Thank you, friend.
You're welcome. Bobby Digital says, anyone know Randall's taint play today? Yes. And there's Mally Mal answering it. Oh, Jesus. No, don't. I'll punch. I'll punch and cut. No. I'm okay. We're done. Leche Los bookmakers. I'm done. I'm out. Nope.